is the afternoon. I've had a fair good week. I'd say everything has been pretty fine, but yeah, I currently am waiting for things to happen in my life, and not waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to start rolling. But I'm kind of just grateful, and I think with me, I have this thing where when stuff is going good in my life, or I'm getting somewhere, or I know that things are good, I'll self sabotage, or I'll you know tell myself I'm not worthy of that, or I'm not able to do that, and that's just like a lie. Like, I think for myself, I've got to you know let go of my ego, but also like my past, and know that you know I'm worthy as much as everyone else on building the life that I want. And I think as well, when you change up your life and things are going to be different, you often feel like you're losing a part of yourself, which for me is like this stage I'm going through in my life. But I know that I'm not losing myself. I'm just you know getting back to a part of myself that I might have lost. And yeah, I think like these past few days I've kind of gone through a lot, like changing emotionally, spiritually. I think just as well like what um my values are, and what I want to do. And as well, like I think with like control over myself, it's just making sure that I'm controlling my certain emotions and thoughts, and not acting on every thought and emotion. And as well, just like having a true sense of um like honesty with me and other people. Like, I think it's important to not lie to you, or lie to yourself, or lie to other people. And it doesn't have to be like actually lying. It can just be like you know being the type of person that you think you are when you're actually not, or you know trying to be someone when it's probably not working. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like for me that's what my ego is going through. It's like you're probably not what you think you are, and like it's going to take a while for you to you know go through that process, but like you'll figure out who you are. And I think figuring out who you are doesn't have to be like getting a certain relationship, or you know getting that opportunity. I think it's more just like getting to know who you are, is like what your hobbies are, what your interests are, what you know fulfills you throughout your day. Like, it's not really just one thing, like people, I think for me, I've had that where I think I'm just like, what's the word, living for one thing, but that's not the truth. Like, you can expand your awareness and like know that you're not just one thing, like you're many things. And you know you could find a good relationship, and that could be something that's a purpose in your life. You could find a new book that you love reading, that could be a new purpose in your life. You could find a new show you like, that could be like, these are all obviously things that people wouldn't assume are like purposeful, but they actually are. And like, yeah, I think it's important to know that your purpose is only down to you, so you only know what your purpose is. And I think not trying to always figure it out and like make sense to what it is or what it should be is really good as well. But yeah, for me, like, I'm just knowing that I don't need to figure everything out, and I can like take my time. And I think for me right now in my life, I'm just being aware of what is best for me. And I know now, like in my life, a lot of things I told myself that I really wanted, I maybe might have not wanted. Like, I don't know if I'll still do a music career. I feel like that's something that was definitely on my mind for quite a long time. And I think like planning to go uni is something that I could still like do, like it's possible. But I'm unsure, because like it's a very long way away to go to university. And I know if like uni, obviously, it is very difficult and it's not easy. So I feel like for me, going uni would definitely be something like challenging. But I think as well, just being open to like things in the future and not, saying that I won't be able to do certain things. And I think just knowing that opportunities can be anything. They can be like, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, opportunities can be anything. It can be like, you know, getting to go somewhere with like a family member, or going somewhere with your friend, or going to the cinema. Like, it doesn't have to be an opportunity like that's life changing. It can just be a small opportunity. And I think it's important to know that in life, like, we often don't see that in like the mundane and the quote unquote boring life isn't actually boring. It's like something that's kind of like, people who have like a mundane life, I think, are very privileged. But it's also the fact that, if you're in that place right now in your life, like, just be grateful. And you know for me, I've had a phase in my life, like from the start of this year, where I didn't know what was happening, and things were very uncertain. But I feel like as of now, I'm just being able to get to know myself more and just not run away from myself, and you know kind of be honest with myself with certain things in my life. And yeah, just like I said in one of my past videos, but it was like not being too delusional, and also just having self-control. But yeah, you can't always have everything, but that's not a bad thing. Like, there's really beautiful things in the small things in life. And like, you know I think that's the thing, like, the small things are the most beautiful things. So you know don't look at your circumstances, if they are rough or uncertain right now, as too negative, because that's not the case. Like, if you're in a stage of your life where things look negative or uncertain, don't dwell on those feelings. Like, trust that you're like gonna feel them, you're gonna have them. But as long as you feel those emotions and work through them, then you're gonna be fine. And like, you don't have to worry. And yeah, I just know that I don't need to be so like worried on what will happen, because one, the universe has got me, but also like I will eventually figure out like what's good for me in my life. And I'm so like dressing the way I want more. I mean, it's not even dressing the way I want more, just like being honest with myself, knowing that I don't always have to wear different clothes to impress people. And I'm learning that like I do like time alone and like in silence, but I also like socializing quite a lot. So I think it's just about getting to know yourself in those small things, and not just like doing a whole new thing expecting like that for you to find your purpose or what you love doing. So yeah, I think that's everything, and I'll see you in the next one.